Hi Bella, I'm just going to go ahead and respond to your questions with a video because I think it's going to be the easiest way to do it. This is actually looking pretty good just as a beginning layout. While most of the time I advise students to go ahead and take out the gray background in their presentations. In this case, this is kind of working for you to divide the page into two parts. That is kind of natural, you know, this is kind of where the image goes on top, and pretty simple image. It would be great to be able to see more of it, either by kind of hiding the walls or making them transparent, or to even flip it down into a top view or a floor plan would be great too, but that's details. Centering it up would definitely be a good thing to do. Okay, but your real issue, you said, was that cropping them using free transforming. Okay, you're getting a checkered background, and what that checkered background is that some of the images, it's just taking time for the computer to catch up to it. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to click the selection tool, I'm going to grab hold of this little bamboo piece, and it looks like it's nicely square already. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down my shift key and I'm going to drag it out so it's the same size as the others. Okay, my next step is going to be to just pick it up and move it where I want it. Okay, now in doing this, I'm making the assumption, you know, that you're going to be able to fit your text in here, and that may be a bad assumption. That may be a little bit too big. Let's go ahead and make this a little smaller, and all I'm doing is shifting and changing the size. Okay, so I'm going to move this down, and that gives us enough room for a little bit of text here. And now I'm going to grab hold of this one, and I'm going to pick it up and drag it over here next to that one, and then I'm going to hold the shift down and free transform it till it's the same size. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. Apply the transformation, and I'm going to pick him up. You can do this more accurately by setting up guides. I'm just kind of showing you the steps. If you go ahead and you set up guides, let me click here. That's done. Okay, let me find the guides. Image select. They're under a different menu in every single one. Layers, filter, analysis, view. New guide. So I want a new horizontal guide, and I'm going to, can I grab hold of it? And I just want to drag it down to where I want it so that I make sure that all of these are level and the same size. And now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to grab myself a new guide. Whoops, that's a vertical guide. But you see, I can drag it over, and now I can see it's 1.5 inches off the edge. That's probably a good place to be. I can make another new guide, and I want this one at 7 inches so that it's, oh, I forgot that I should be looking for 9.5 inches because 1.5 inches from 11 is 9.5. Okay, so obviously I'm going to need to do a little bit of work in getting these guys moved over so they work, and get this one equal. There we go. But then you can also set up a guide for your text to make sure it all lands in the same place. And they really help you to lay out your page in a neat way. So I can even pick this one up. Do I have more gray space? I don't. Yeah. In order to center this image, you are going to have to either get rid of the gray space or add some more in your image shot. But I really think you need to show us more of this. You've done some good work here, so let's see it in the presentation. But really the free transformation was the part I wanted to address, which is that all you've got to do is grab hold of it and just start transforming it. Just start changing it, and then when you right click, it'll give you all these different possibilities. Now I'm going to come back up here and, oops, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, so Control Z gets us out of things. I hope that helps you a little bit to see how to make the things free transform. Really, it's just a matter of grabbing the selection tool, grabbing hold of them, and then dragging them around where you want. And if you want it to stay a particular proportion, you need to hold the shift down while you do it. Okay? Thanks so much. Can't wait to see what you do with the text.